Hello Runescape, Will Miss it here with a new video, and how is everyone doing? So I wanted to talk about something that people have been putting out to me for quite some time in my comment section and in game or whatever it might be, and that is my prayer level and my constitution level. Now, I know that if you level this up you won't be gaining combat levels after the evolution combat. I knew that since it was released, and I knew it before, well, during the beta as well, obviously. So I have known about it, but I just have not kind of gotten it. And the reason for that is because that I kind of think of combat, well, that these two skills are still kind of a combat based skill that I am not very too much fan of a training, which is kind of putting me in quite a dilemma here, because, you know, me kind of associating these skills with combat, I don't really want to get them, but at the same time I do want to get a max skiller basically. And being a max skiller mean that you have to have every single 99 that skillers can get. You know, 120 engineering doesn't really count for being a max, but you know, well, max total, as has come before, is also 120 engineering. So we'll eventually get that as well after my massive 98 party, well, 99 party. So yeah, as you can see, just randomly in the chat box here, we'll be getting 99 prayer and summoning eventually. You know, and HP, here it says summoning that gives combat, by the way, so just so that you guys know that in the beginning of the evolution combat it didn't give combat, but later on it did give combat, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess, because a few people did actually go ahead and train their summoning levels during, well, after, well, yeah, during the beta on the live game basically, and they were quite upset when they noticed that summoning was back to combat. Yeah, that's kind of bad for them, I guess. So yeah, my dilemma here is that I don't really know if I should get it or not, you know, and people will most likely call me lazy or something like that, that I might don't want to get it because of all the hard work, which is kind of why I'm saving it up at least. As for prayer, you know, I have had this in my bank for quite some time now. 51,800 dragon bones, which is enough for 99 if I do it in a player house, you know, which I'm going to do. As well, Sword Wars, let's do it over here. I do have been doing a lot of Sword Wars, as some of you might know. So let's just head over. I'll show you guys my skills so far. I'm not completely done with Sword Wars yet. I have 1,339 skills, which is enough for level 93 hit points, I believe, which is pretty good, you know. It's not too far away from 99. I think I need like just a little bit under 200 seals. Well, 2,000 seals, which means I am getting 2,000. Which, you know, is a pretty good thing, I guess. I'm pretty close to that, which I'm kind of proud of, actually. But as I said, I'm not sure if I really want to get these skills or not, or if I should just stay a classic skiller and eventually get them in the future if I feel like it, basically. And I know that there already are a few max combat 3, well, 4 skillers in this game, and you know, a lot of skillers who support kind of these classic skillers as well. A good example of this is the skiller high scores on the Clan Hopeful pages, forums, that you can kind of toggle prayer and hit points if you want to show who's the #1 skiller without these skills, which I think is a pretty good thing, you know, because it kind of lets people show their kind of true place in like kind of classic skiller community-ish kind of thing, if that makes sense to you, I guess. I also know that if I spent all my prayer stuff and constitution, I would be one of the best skillers in the world, which is kind of cool for me. So I kind of sticking to that, and know that I'm very soon going to achieve max classic skiller. Also, I kind of like, how do I even say this? If people tell me, if let's say I go for classic skiller, you know, and people tell me that I don't have 99 and this because I'm too lazy, I can simply show 2,000 seals and say, well, I could if I wanted to, you know. That was a friend of mine who suggested that I should kind of do that if I wanted to be a classic skiller, which I do. I like that idea, you know. It's like, I can if I want to, but I'm not going to do it. I have what I need, but I'm not doing it because I don't like it, and because I want to be a classic skiller, because that's what I'm used to and that's what I like the most. So I kind of wanted to listen to your guys' opinions regarding this as well, because as I've seen, and as I said, a lot of people are asking me in the comment sections, like, why don't you train your hit points, or why don't you train your prayer, or some people even ask why I don't summoning, but you know, I don't do summoning because it gives combat. So no, you know that as well if you didn't know, I guess. So, well, yeah. That's kind of my dilemma at the moment. As for my 99s, you know, it is pretty good going so far. I'm almost 88 from crafting, I think, you know. Someone suggested that I should go for nodes instead of the siphon stuff, Esroth stuff. I'm not really sure how that works, you know. I'm not very good with runespan, so if any of you have any idea about that, do let me know, I guess. That would kind of help me out a lot. So, yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about. Well, let me know what you would do in my situation. And please give me some good arguments for either side as well, because I'm really not sure if I should get priority hit points or if I just should stay max, or, well, I mean, classic skiller and get max, like that basically, because, you know, it is kind of my decision in the end of it, and I should do what I want to, but at the same time, I don't really know, because I do want both of them. I do kind of want the highest total possible as a combat 3 or 4, but I don't really want combat, so this is kind of why I'm making this video, kind of reaching out to you guys, also kind of for explaining that I do know that I can get those, but now you know why I don't get them, basically. So yeah, I do also have, like, in the notes here, kind of the row of 99s I'm going to get. As you can see at the top, well, the first 98 I got was farming, followed by agility, herblore mining, and so on down to fishing, which is my recent. I should actually turn runecrafting to orange. That's what I'm working on at the moment. On the very bottom here you can find prayer and then constitution, you know, because that's kind of what I store for the very last, because, you know, I don't really want to get in the middle between, because as I've said a bunch of times now, I don't want to. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think I could do here, what I can do to fix my dilemma. It would help me out a lot, so I appreciate it. My name is Wolmessit, and I'll see you guys later.